Parking Garage Rally Circuit!
I'm not calling it garage, I don't care. So welcome to Parking Garage Rally Circuit. So this game actually looks awesome, like I absolutely love it. I've played a bit of it already. It is pretty fun. Why don't we just have a look at the options? Like I just love how intricate this game is. He's really put the time and effort into making sure that there's like tiny little details in it. Like for example, not only can you hear that sound effect where it's, you know, sounds like you're pressing a key or something, even though it is supposed to be a Sega Saturn game, but anyway. But one of the cool things here is in visuals. So it's not just it looks like a Saturn game. So for example, you got the CRT scan lines. I actually prefer turning those off. I'm not the biggest fan of fake CRT filters, but then to be fair, you can get some on like RetroArch that look almost like one-to-one. As somebody who has like a Sony Trinitron, it's not like that kind of level, but it's still really cool just to have it if you're like really nostalgic for that filter. You even have CRT warp, which I don't know why you would choose to put this on, but the fact that it's there, it's pretty darn cool. So I mean, for example, if I did put all of these on, I'm not a big fan of like strong, but obviously some CRTs did have that, so there you go. By the time you put all that on, that does look pretty cool, to be fair. And in fact, I'm actually thinking of plugging this up into my CRT at some point, so I have a HDMI thingy as long as it still works. You can also choose the frame rate. It's a bit weird that I can't choose 120 FPS, like it's only 30 or 60, but I mean, we can just do unlimited and then have third-party program do it for us. You also have game scaling here, because again, this is really, the file size is crazy small as well. It's only like 53 megabytes or something, so it feels like it's really optimized like a Sega Saturn game would be as well, not just styled to look like it. We also have draw distance. Yeah, I want the draw distance as far as possible, but you can also have it close like classic Saturn and PS1 games. It's really cool how he's chosen the Saturn specifically, because most games are designed to look like the PS1 because that's what everyone's nostalgic for and that's what's the classic system, but the Saturn is a very interesting system that got completely destroyed by Sega. And then you also have the aspect ratio, so you can have obviously the classic 4:3, you're going for that kind of retro look. There's even like a quick toggle here, so if you just want to set one quickly and get on with it. But there's some really cool options here if you want to make it feel like nostalgic, so I do appreciate that. Look at that, he's even added cheat codes. That's cool. It's a shame that cheat codes don't come back. I do kind of get why developers removed it, because, you know, it's cheating, but it was really funny, like in a lot of the Lego games and stuff. You can have like big head characters, or you could have like find all the mini kits, all that kind of stuff. So it's a bit of a shame that cheat codes have gone away. So we have single player and multiplayer. I haven't really tried multiplayer yet, so but for now let's do single player. So you have your three types of car. You have your light, heavy, and ultra for some reason. So light cars are going to be like, you know, your hatchbacks. Oh, wait, my save data isn't carried over. Okay, well there you go. I'm going to unlock it with you guys. I played it on my Win Mini, so I've got it unlocked there. But heavy is kind of like your big four-wheel drive. Actually, not always four-wheel drive, but like your kind of bigger like sedans. And then ultra, I'm guessing, is like, you know, the mini truck-esque things, whatever I'm saying, something like that. Then you have liveries, like paint styles, and then obviously you can also choose a different colour of paint. There's not a ton of options at the moment, but again, this is the demo, so I'd imagine there's going to be a lot more customization coming in later on. I mean, I do quite like the white and blue, but actually, I don't know, that red and grey is kind of growing on me. Yo, we got the bubblegum car. Let's go. You know what? I'm actually going to go with the bubblegum car, because why not? And then obviously you have your tracks. So at the moment, only the first two are unlocked, where the rest of them are in the full game. But we'll go with the first track for now.
Ready, set, go!
I'm really liking how this game looks. This game looks really sick. So what you gotta do is you gotta drift around the corners as well as you possibly can, and obviously go forward. Most of this game is drifting. If you've ever played something like Mario Kart, you'll be really familiar with this, specifically Mario Kart DS. It's a bit weird that you don't use the shoulder buttons, but I mean, pressing the X button is still pretty satisfying. And like the physics of the car is really, really nice. I like the physics quite a bit. It feels like your car does have some weight to it while being relatively cartoony. So there we go, we got 36 seconds there. It's not my best at the moment is 33 seconds, but for now we'll click continue. We'll go to lap 2. Obviously similar thing, but a slightly different setting. Oh, I got a boost there. Man, I just love the drifting in this. It's so satisfying to pull off. This one's even got like obstacles as well that you got to try and avoid. I think that's quite cool. Ah, okay, I'm actually falling slightly behind now. There we go. I don't want to fall behind. So for some reason, it's only 2 laps instead of 3. This game is like the perfect arcade game. Okay, I've rollen over that. As I was saying, that's quite fitting because the Saturn and PS1 kind of came out at a time roughly when arcade game was at its height, especially like the Dreamcast era. That was when like the Dreamcast was literally built at the same time as the Sega Naomi, which was the foundation for actual arcade games. It's a convoluted way of saying basically the Dreamcast was designed to run arcade games. It's kind of like an era in games that's kind of missed now. Like, you don't get a ton of like high quality arcade games anymore, especially ones in this kind of style. When you're turning your car, you feel like you have full control over the car. You don't feel like every time I actually miss, I feel like it's, you know, my fault and not like the car's fault or the game's fault. And I do really appreciate that. It just feels so cool to like pull off a proper drift. So that is the second map. I do think the second map is definitely cooler than the first one. The first one definitely does the job, but it is really small. Whereas this one has a little more going on, so that's quite cool. And here we are. So I've unlocked the new class. I've unlocked Heavy. I'm not sure if they like handle better or anything, but I may as well show you that now. Let's go with the red one. Why not? Wait, what? Where's track 2? Oh, okay. It must be with the light cars then. Yeah. Yep, so let's just play track 1 then. So this time we have a heavy car. Oh, yeah, okay. So the heavy cars do actually control a bit better. And it is a little faster as well. See, I'm not saying much now because I'm just like, oh no, see, I really hate it when that happens. So like, there's that corner there. He's put the checkpoint a little bit out of the corner. So if you want to make that perfect corner, he's been really crafty like that. You might end up just accidentally missing it ever so slightly, and then you got to restart the entire thing. Fortunately, it doesn't matter too much if you restart the entire thing because each lap is only like a minute long if you're really trying to get that high score. Just can't get over how fluid the game feels. The frame rate is solid, the physics are solid. Like, it just feels really nice to play, which is not something you can say about a lot of games. Frame pacing is great, and it's really well done considering it's on the Godot engine. So that is the heavy class. And that is it. That is the only thing that really sucks about this game, is that's it. I mean, again, I've got to play the multiplayer. Actually, I want to see if my leaderboard is there. View leaderboards. See, I don't know what kind of, like, 25 seconds is crazy. Ah, there we go. There's my record of 33. And man, it's really hard to get any less than that. So at least I'm in the top 100, so I can say that about something in my life. How amazing is that? So this is obviously the main point of the game, is you grind for the high score. And also there's this little question mark here, which just tells you how to play the game. You don't know it at first, but yeah, apart from learning to play the game, there's not much point being here. Ooh, there's some other dude there. Awesome. I've got to beat Nick. I've got to beat Nick. Nah, I missed it. Ah. What? Why was I going back the wrong way, huh? Dang it. Let's see if I want to see if I can catch up to him now. Oh, I've caught up to him. I won. Yeah. Even by failing, I won. I want to do that again, actually. That was quite fun. Right, make sure to actually take the right corner this time. There we go. That's what we wanted. Nick is absolutely getting destroyed by me. I can't even imagine being Nick right now. Oh, I actually took that corner pretty well. Need to get some speed. Oh, I didn't even get to leave. Guess we're going for another round. Oh, Nick's catching up. Ah, I missed it again. I hate that corner so much. I keep missing it. Oh no, Nick's won. No, Nick beat me. I gotta beat him now. I hit the corner there. That's not good. Yo, I'm beating Nick. Let's go. There we go. Okay, I think we've had enough now. That was pretty fun. Yeah, I think this is definitely the superpower of this game. Is what's happening at the top of the screen there? Doing this multiplayer bit. Because the multiplayer feels really nice. Like, it feels quality to actually play with someone else. It doesn't feel like jank or anything. I think if he can really kind of like lean into that. But also, what I really want to see is a proper campaign. And I want to see like it being really easy to get a multiplayer lobby going. If you get those two things, this could be a really cool game. The only real downside I have with it at the moment, it's it's really short. Like, this demo, you can literally play it in 10 minutes. Like, that's a bit of a shame. It's the demo, so hopefully the full game would have a good amount of content to play. And especially because the same guy who made this game, Wallaber, he actually made the Jedi Car games. And the Jedi Car games are so fun. I love those games. Especially the recent one, Jedi Car Worlds. That's really good. But I'm so nostalgic for the Jedi Car 2, specifically on PSP. Because I played that a ton on my Vita, and I love that game so much. And if the Jedi Car games are anything to go by, Steam Workshop support, and like there's a lot of like user-generated content. So if we see a lot of user-generated content in this, I think that could be really, really cool. And this is just a really fun game, and I recommend pretty much anyone to go and check it out if you're a fan of these kind of racing games. This is the perfect kind of Steam Deck game where you can just pick it up for like 5 minutes, grind out a couple of like leaderboards, and that's it. Yeah, go watch my other stuff. Bye.